Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector, where we are continuing about where we left off last time. And where we left off last time was needing to take a look at the fleet. Kind of a new, little bit of an updated fleet. I have swapped in some ships, swapped out some ships. We have 4 conquests on the bench, which is a little crazy to think about. I thought about taking the original Space Raptor out as well, but I need a few more remnant frigates, either the Lumens or some of the other ones, that I'll drop some Gamma Cores in. We have a lot of beat up hulls, but one thing that we are doing here is we're taking out both Odysseys. One of the reasons for that is that I'm trying out 2 kind of different builds. I'm not exactly sure which one is going to work out better. This one has 2 plasma cannons and a Hurricane Merv launcher, so it's much more focused on just outright destroying things. But it does take up a little bit. Oh, and I apologize. I have a weird dry throat. I did a lot of yard work this afternoon, so apparently allergens getting in my throat's kind of a thing. We'll try to deal with that as best we can. But yeah, I do have a Spark and a Xiphos here, just not so much to be damage dealers, but just support for the actual ship, which I think is interesting because these things are fast and they will move fast. Now the other one here is a little bit different, and I do actually need to make one adjustment on here. I do have expanded missile racks, and that's kind of with the ECCM here. It's funny that I don't have the expanded missile racks here, but I do over here. We're going to try to hold on to that, but because auto pulse lasers are not really super flux intensive, one thing I want to add here is expanded magazines. So that way, when we are rat-a-tat-tatting with the auto pulse lasers and Locust SRM, we'll see which one's better here, but this will give it a bit more oomph, kind of like we get a bit more oomph from here. Also, I did want to make one other change here. I do have some story points that are sitting and are kind of available. So one thing I want to do here, just on camera, just to see, I did ask a few places, and pretty much the grand consensus was what I was already thinking of doing anyway, which is to build in heavy armor. It's expensive, but that means that we can just go ahead and have that, put hardened shields back on here, and give a few more vents and call it a day. This ship is a monster, and we want to keep it being a monster. I also decided to put in a Fury. It's not being run by an officer. I'm actually going to have this Fury tail the Brilliant. It's just a Sabot, heavy blaster, just some tactical lasers and stuff on the side. Nothing really too exciting, but it's another cruiser and it's pretty fast. Still surprised a little bit that I'm carrying the Heron, but one of the reasons is because I do have a second sort of officer that can do this better. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped my other officer, but I kind of dropped him and then didn't think about it too much and didn't feel like doing all this again. Officers come, officers go. Another thing that's going, though, is money. We're getting minus 11,000 right now. One of the big things that we're going to have to deal with here early on is that we have pirate activity, and not just pirate activity, kind of max stress pirate activity, but fortunately it's from a place that's not too far away. However, we are also low on cash, and in fact I did a lot of shopping in Sector ahead of time, so we're going to need to do another thing, which is actually fight some bounties. Fortunately, we have some bounties that are pretty close. That one's not very exciting. This one is a little bit more exciting. 35 days, a yellow primary star. We know exactly where that is. And we want to go here for the Thunder blueprint anyway. But we have another one literally in the neighborhood right here. So a dwarf primary star. There's only one in our nebula. So we know this is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh bounties. Oh, sorry for that sound. We're going to take some fresh bounties, and pretty much we are going to wash away the debt. I'm also taking both of my troop transports because invading the pirate and fighting the pirate base is probably going to involve me being able to hopefully do a raid on the pirate base to resupply ahead of time. Usually I've found that the pirate bases are pretty good for supplies. I don't think we have anything very exciting at the dockside bar. I mean, 55,000 for a 40 Marine raid is a pretty good return, but I have other crap to do. And a lot of y'all have been like, progress the story. So we're going to progress the story after we pay a visit to the bounty here. So let's go ahead and go maximum speed through a nebula. Look at that sweet 10 speed. There we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh. raiding the Kaddish star system. Now, I did get a comment from VXYC that was like, you know, you need to put some patrol HQs on all of your places so that you can keep fighting, and that's true. But it looks like I have some pirates I get to fight on the way out here. Let's see how many I can grab. That's quite a bit. I like it. Let's go ahead and start by deploying everybody here. And we're going to start this episode with a fight. Because you know me, I love myself a good fight here. So, actually, I don't think I grabbed the Heron, so we may have to reinforce with the Heron in a minute, but that's okay. Like I said, we're having you follow you. We're going to do kind of the modified buddy system here, where we have an eagle following you. We have apogees following our Odysseys, and I think we're going to go for the comm relay just to kind of park our butts up there. Because we have a lot of tiny ships coming in, and I know there is a big argument to be made that I shouldn't be taking this fight, but they're in our freaking system, man. What am I gonna do? But just let them run around. I can get them like all put in here. Plus the salvage, the debris, and everything should give some pretty good supplies. But yeah, this is why I'm going to have to take care of the pirate situation sooner rather than later. So there goes the Odysseys. They like to move it. These guys, not nearly as fast moving. We have our Radiant. I keep calling it a Brilliant like a moron, but it's a Radiant. And I guess, are we actually going to collect this just with attrition of the ships going by? We might. Got a bunch of... Oh, no, we're actually not getting it. So I need to probably grab that with the apogee real quick. And we have our Odyssey's first contact. Alright, so we're backing up into there. Like, we have a bunch of tiny frigates. And once again, because of our commission, each one of these frigates is money for us. So that's good. Looks like we'll be able to get this buoy, which means we should be able to reinforce if we want to. Yeah, we have, so the Heron's sitting on the bench, and that's because we don't have as many officers as this other group here. But the thing is any of this stuff, like, really threatening? Obviously, we don't want you, like, flying too far out, but we already have ships that are just getting obliterated here. So let's see what we want to do here. We can probably go ahead and get rid of this rally point. And we can go ahead and maybe, like... Okay, we're going to do this the other way here, just to see, because we have harass, eliminate, engage. So I do want to eliminate this, and we already have some units coming over here to eliminate this. We want to kind of have you engage up here. So if we send, yeah, see, there we go. So there's a happy little yellow arrow that's going all the way through there, and we're fine. I guess we'll send you up here. The nice thing, I'm really glad that the command point stuff just lets us move around a little bit. But we've got all of our ships moving now. We'll call this a warm-up round, because this is a much easier fight than any of the other things that I'm going to be doing. Is I just completely destroyed the back of this eagle. I could really use you to move. In fact, it's almost like, what am I even doing here? We just have one Odyssey going all over the place. I've been knocked to the right-hand side. But yeah, this is all tri-tach money from our commission. So nothing wrong with that at all. Right now, our Radiant is currently about to have a really good time with engaging here. As once again, we have my favorite aggressive officer doing aggressive things and kind of getting in the line of fire twice. I think I did more damage to him. All right, we got a shot here if we can make the turn on it. Yeah, one of the things about the Paragon is that we're a little crowded here. But yeah, this is heavy armor doing some good work. So we should be able to take this down in a hurry. There we go. And look, we don't even have our shields up. This is just a massacre. This is why you shouldn't be messing with us, like, at all. Like, just get out of our system, please. Do yourself a favor. Just get out. There we go. I mean, if you like explosions, this is the episode to start with. But yeah, that Paladin point defense system is doing some pretty good work as well, although we're getting a little bit of shock EMP damage on the Radiant, but it's gonna take this guy down. Like, look at that horrible nightmare damage. So yeah, look at this. We've actually pushed him so hard that we even got another nav buoy here. There's like, this isn't even fair. This is pirates doing the wrong thing. Alright, but we got experience for that. We actually had one of them run away, retreated from engagement. We'll pursue them. Second in command can handle it. We'll send some of our fast ships. That's one of the things I want the Fury to do, is be a fast kind of pursuit. So look, they're all dead. We're definitely not recovering any of this. So continue, pick through the wreckage. 468 supplies. That is a healthy start to a balanced breakfast. Alright, we got a lot of fuel, but we're about to step out here anyway, so that's fine. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Points of contact all gone. Not recovering any of those. So look, we got even more stuff, so that's great. And there is another fleet. Yeah, this is by design. So we're gonna let our patrols take care of some of these things, because we have some really strong ships. This is gonna be a very combat heavy episode. I know some of you all don't mind that. We don't know where this guy is. Let's see, if I was gonna be a deserter here, I'd be around the irradiated world or the desert world. So let's transverse jump like right here. We might land on him right away. And we're over fuel capacity. Oh, we did land on him right away. So that's unfortunate that we're burning fuel a little bit more. But this should be an easy fight, even though we're not at full combat readiness. But I am still going to deploy the Avarice. Ooh, did we just like do-si-do? I think we did. Alright. We actually did that a little too efficiently. We picked correctly, and therefore got our ships kind of in a bad position. But here, now we have everybody out. Let's go for the nav buoy this time. We'll see if everybody goes left. I kind of just want to go usually the direction that the Astral's at, but it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference here, so I kind of like everybody pairing off a little bit, except for some of my key ships. So let's go up here. Get all y'all just to move. And there is a button for selecting everybody, I'm sure. But I'm old and slow and apparently just really like right-clicking a lot. And I can press spacebar here and we all just kind of move. So yeah, there's the Radiant. It's at 39 combat readiness, but that should be fine. It'll have enough time to repair before our next stop, because we've got a lot of bounties we've got to hit before we what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, before we go bankrupt. Because I spent a lot of money on supplies, and a lot of money on fuel too, because we are technically going to the edge of the map again. Granted, it's an edge of the map that we've already been to. But yeah, there's a very nice desert world. You can see a little pocket of water over there. And here is once again just rushing out into the engagement. I love it. I mean, I'm a little scared for like tougher fights, but that's nice. So if we can just kind of get everybody over here. I'm zoomed out as far as I can be, so we have our slow high-tech butts. I actually wasn't meaning to field like almost an entirely high-tech fleet, but that's, I guess, what happens when you move from the 14th Legion to all this. So see, this is good. This is kind of what I wanted. They went the other way, So now they're all coming over here. We're just going to kind of rally around this point. Let's actually go ahead and sick you on this. As we have cats doing cat things in the hallway. It's actually cat season out in the wilderness as well, so there's been some... Okay, I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. There we go. So now we're all just kind of moving all over the place. Let's just see where everybody goes. We'll start it like that. If we actually get to have the Paragon positioned in front, that would be a nice change, because these apogees have a tendency to run away really hard. So this is fine. These Odysseys will be able to go into the back pretty well. There's our conquest. Alright. So how are we going to break this? Like, we can send you guys up top. We can send you over here. Go ahead and have the Astral engage on that. We do want to eliminate this. Typically, I'd want to go for, like, the weaker targets first, but... You know, we kind of, I know we just wasted a command point, but we do have this shot just available, so we might as well take it. So this is going to be a little bit clustered for now, but it's fine. The apogee's running, and this conquest is definitely not running. But look at that paladin point defense just do so much work. Alright. So you're here. And you're now officially in my line of fire. Maybe. Wow. Look at that massive dodging. Still, though, that apogee with one auto pulse laser is not equipped here. Oh my god, that conquest is gone right away. That's what we like about the Radiant. It just deletes things. I mean, it's... Oh my god, I should not have lifted my shields at just the absolute wrong time. Whoops. There's an old saying from my darkest dungeon days that is ringing in my head right now, and it's something about overconfidence and how maybe we should use the whole key feature of the Paragon, which is actually having good shields. So we have Odyssey doing Odyssey things down here. Paragon trying its best to engage. That's actually decent. I mean, these are tiny harasser ships. And even if that conquest is available, I think I'm just gonna, if it wasn't destroyed, I think I'm just gonna leave it. Mainly because I already have 4 of them. So this is where, as other people have pointed out in the comments, that the Tech Lance would be really good if I had all of them all at once. Just because their range is really good. And you see, I'm trying to make the auto pulse laser work, but I can't really chase things down. But the engagement's kind of spread out already. We haven't actually won this yet, but we're about to. There we go. You're in trouble. Let's see how the auto pulse laser does here. That's fairly effective with astral support. Yeah, we're actually not catching up to the Heron. That's pretty exciting. So still haven't won. There we go. So I don't know if we're going to be able to take out this Heron in time. I don't even think it's worth it. Alright, so finish. Pursue them. Second in command, do your thing. There we go. So ship recovery. Okay, we don't even have the conquest there. I think I might take another apogee though. I'm not gonna hold on to it just yet, but I think there's something to be said about a free apogee. I mean, drovers are also pretty good, but let's recover that. Okay, so we get some money. We get to pick through the wreckage. We get a lot of stuff, and we got tri-tach commission, and we got money. So that's great. Salvage, that's fine. So what's next? We got a lot of bank there. I love it. Next mission. Because we got another bounty. We got, okay, 2 days on that crappy one. This one's interesting because there's 20 ships here, and 5 of them are Dominators, and 2 of them are Apogees, and it's almost 300,000. It's at a yellow star. I'm pretty sure we can take that. We have like a lot of good stuff here. I am gonna mothball this for now. So let's just get out of this system because I don't want to be expending more fuel than I need to. And we need to get some repairs going. There's actually another debris field there. So yeah, we're using excess supplies just because we have excess fuel. So want to avoid that if we can. That's actually it's actually a pretty harsh penalty. That's kind of a pretty big misplay. Because I was expecting to use fuel a little bit faster here, but apparently I'm just fuel efficient enough to where this is going to be a problem. Okay, well, our repairs are going. Oh look, we made peace with the hegemony. Nice. Okay. And we are still fine on fuel. We're once again trying to look at Strybog right here. Make sure that we don't mess that up. I love that our relationship with the hegemony is still just at 1%. 270 credits. That's why we jumped immediately on the mission here. I don't know if I want to see what this is, but it's kind of a bigger ping than usual. Falcon Light Cruiser. It's a pirate one. We're not going to recover it, though. But we did get some happy... I shouldn't be saying happy little so much. Look at this. We're going in with our transponder on again into these places. Alright, so... if I was a pirate... and I'm not a pirate... but if I was a pirate... and I was settling in the star system... I guess I'd probably go near the planet. So, are we fully repaired? I'm pretty sure we're fully repaired. Alright. Let's just transverse jump again. These pirates tend to seem to go around planets, and there's not too many options here. Oh! That is an interesting fleet. They do not have a lot of officers. That, I mein... Dominators, there's no capital ships here, so Han, we're definitely taking you on. Hello again, do-si-do, just real quick. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. Just because Apogees I don't like facing because they punch above their weight. Dominators can get annoying. They actually got really good combat readiness too, so this is going to be one of those things where I've got to make sure that my ships follow the plan. And what's that plan going to be? That plan's going to be to hug the nav buoy here and let them come to us. Let's see. So what's our buddy system like again? Here on the Radiant. Radiant's going to go over here. We'll put you guys together again. And we'll put you over here. Now, I could, like, send one of these over to get the comm relay, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because they're just gonna kind of fly where they're gonna fly. So we'll keep... let's keep you on you. And let's put you over here. And I do like you guys' speed, but I don't want them to, like, over-pursue. So here's our fleet doing dumb things. Everyone getting with their buddy, but they all deployed opposite of their buddy, so everyone's going to do just a little bit of bumpy damage here. So it's pretty much battleships supported by some cruisers. Is that the word for it? Not cruisers. But anyway, we have some very strong ships. I think we're like a tier above them, but this is just dangerous enough that with my kind of shopping list of things that I'm planning on doing on this mission, that I've got to play it cautious, especially because as much as conquests have a reputation, what in the world? Oh, they just fired missiles. I thought I got hit by missiles for a second. As much as conquests have a reputation for being brittle, these guys, the Odysseys, are equally so, if not more so. Woo, that's deleted. To Goddard with apologies. You're dead, I guess. Okay, so there's their whole fleet. So this is fine. Let's get you away. Let's get you away. So we don't have a ton of combat points to work with. So let's make this count. They're coming in kind of 2 waves, which is good for us. We just want to keep everybody kind of on point here. Okay, so everybody's got a target to work with, and we're just going to work our way up. So right now we have a bunch of apogees that are coming. Got one apogee that's already having a really bad day. Got a falcon here that's having a really bad day. Got you being aggressive as hell. Okay, so here's my Paragon doing its best to keep up. Hey, hammerheads as well. Nice. Okay, so we have a good old naval ship battle here. This looks like a screenshot if I've ever seen one. I mean, it doesn't feature my ship at all, but goodness, that is that's a line of ships. It's like the olden days colonial style fighting where we are just okay, so here's our attack of opportunity, but yeah, it's like, let's just get in a line. You guys get in a line, I get in a line. Everybody shoots everybody. So Radiant's just gonna start going crazy here. If I could actually keep my turns pretty good. I'm actually not doing a terrible job here. Need to have shields up though. Wow, there we go. Alright, status report. This apogee kind of broke the line. So you're coming back here. We got Dominator over here. I don't know if that's like a fleeing ship that we're chasing or what, but I wouldn't mind backing up just a little bit. I don't think that's a bad move at all. So let's back it up. Oh wait, we have this ship. The ship is not going to back it up. Alright, we have 3 command points though. So let's do it like this. And we'll send you over here. Send you over here. You're supporting this ship. I think those guys are okay. And I'll try to support down here. Radiant should be fine up there. I know Dominators are scary, but Radiant's scarier. Alright, so there's another apogee. I said the big thing is that I just don't want any of my ships hanging out to dry, except for this Alpha Core, which is just going to hang itself out to dry, no matter what I do. So let's fire on the apogee. Seems good. We are winning the flux battle for days. Okay, we're not winning the flux battle for days. Let's go with our special ability here, which is a big bubble of love. I love that. The sound cuts out. That's awesome. That is awesome. So we're getting flux down here. Alright. Okay, so we're going to take a few hits here. There we go. So hopefully can take you down. It's going to be a little close. I think we got it, though. We're able to flex them like crazy. Okay, so status report. Your combat rating's good. You're just, like, amazing. Yeah, we've officially, like, split them up. And these guys are now chasing all this stuff. I'm feeling pretty good about this. There we go. Dominator down. I did something. Alright, let's do something else over here while we vent. Because venting is very important. Okay, High Moon's having some combat readiness troubles. Can we hit you? No, you're just out of range. So I gotta let those build back up. There we go. Look at all this wonderful aggression. So this is one of those battles where it's like, I know I have the superior force, but I've got to take it seriously. Because if I don't deploy my forces correctly, that's where, once again, Darkest Dungeon rules come into play. And bad things happen. Alright, your toast is toast. That's how toast you are. And once again, this is all while the Radiant's just on its own little side quest. Up at the very top of the map. You know, there was a mod that was released for 95A recently. This is a modless one. This, I think, but this is one of the things I'd love to see, is that, did the Radiant just really take out half this fleet on its own? I think it did. That's just awesome. But yeah, so these guys mostly ran away. I don't remember who their captain is. I should probably pay more attention to that, so we're going to pursue them. Because technically, if I don't take out the captain, I don't win the bounty. And I have had that happen before. Or unless I'm, like, totally misremembering things. So, select, we got pretty much everything. Ships to recover. We could recover another apogee. We could recover a bunch of things. We're not going to recover any of it. Okay, 400 and something supplies. That's excellent. And then, no ship recovery. So let's look here. We got 21,000 from tri-tach again. Our relationship's going through the roof. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So we're back at 500,000. That's great. And we have 1,000 supplies. All very good stuff. So what is next on our shopping list? I just feel like for once I have a very straightforward plan here. And that plan's to go over here and then to not acquire the artifact. Go to the derelict artifact recovery. Oh, we actually could probably get the Perdition Wing blueprint as well. Or not, though, because that's in the completely wrong direction. Alright, so this nebula. We have been to this nebula. I'd love to see if it would, like, pop up on the map like that other bounty, but it doesn't seem to want to. Alright, so we repair. That's 2 times in a row we just dropped in on, hey, we could always take some of these, those little, like, chestnut things of what I've been told is another good remnant frigate to get. The problem, though, is that I'm in the middle of at least a few more fights. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm in the middle of a few more fights, and really I've got to just not put more frigates in here because that'll drop the Avarice's combat readiness. So, if we're looking here again at this system, which apparently I still have the map up, do we have any clues here? Item is on a red research station. Or, well, of course it's a research station. There's a blueprint. Orbiting a gas giant. Oh, here's a gas giant. Apparently it was pointing to the other gas giant. Really? You know, if the game's gonna tell me this, I might as well. This is technically more fuel, but it's less supplies, and I'm at 600 some supplies right now. So let's go over here. Was the game trying to give me a hint the whole time? Says go to... There's something. What is that? That's a research station. Cool. Oh, you know what? I got so excited to take these bounties, I actually forgot to stop and do the pirate activity. Oh, someone was probably screaming at their screen saying, oh, we got to do that. Okay, so we're going to drop back down here. This is some route inefficiency brought to you by Asher. This is why you come here, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh, multiple auto pulse lasers. That's nice. Gauss cannon blueprint that we have. There's the trident. I said thunder. Oh, we got a Locust SRM blueprint as well. Cool. Gonna learn those now. I spent a story point for that. I might as well. Alright, so we're out of here. Like it's out of style. Yeah, it's out of style. Man, I'm so annoyed that I got so excited about bounties I forgot about... Oh, by the way, there's pirates destroying my home system. So we're gonna have to deal with that. As I guess is usually the case when you have pirates in your system and you don't want to deal with that. That's a frozen world. Okay, 10,000 years repaired unreliable subsystems. That's good. We actually have most of our repairs down here, but once again, this is kind of my goal, is that we're going to just keep repairing our ships. I know that the whole derelict fleet thing is incredibly powerful if you can make it work. I'm kind of half expecting them to nerf the crap out of that eventually. I've gotten some other comments from people saying the same thing. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, which place is the pirate base here? It should be a Delta Verna, not Gamma Verna. Verna? What are we doing here? So that is a probably pursuing my fleet. Okay. If they're pursuing my fleet, let's just jump into the star here. Alright. Oh, there's another bounty. That's so cute. Alright, now I gotta find... If I was a pirate... Well... Apparently they found us. Because they jumped into a jump point here. So I have a unidentified fleet, and I have a pirate armada. Fun. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. We're deploying everything against the pirate armada. I don't even care. If they're going to go through that much effort just to, like, chase me down, then I'm going to give them the show. Alright. So kind of the same plan as before. It's just rinse and repeat a little bit. I'm going to take the nav buoy here just because it's relatively close. Technically, my Astral is not going to be happy about dragging its butt over there, but neither is Paragon. Look, we're fighting so close to a star right now. Corona, faster combat readiness, degradation, reduced peak time. So, what you're saying is that me jumping into the heart of a star was not the right move. Cool. I wonder if I have my beacon on. Well, regardless, we're doing some fighting. One of the things that I'd love to do is to raid the station that we're going to, but I don't know if that's gonna be feasible, especially because now I'm taking a fight here. We may be able to wait a day or two to see. I should really check and see how badly my colonies are going here. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this, because we got a bunch of tiny shit coming our way. Come on, somebody put your butt on it long enough. There we go. Alright, so we have a bunch of little spaceships here. Let's gather up, because we have some atlases that are coming, and as much as we laugh at the missile boats, are you not following who I asked you to follow? Apparently not, because apparently this Fury got lost. I wish I could drop an AI core in it, but that's not really a thing. Okay, so we are seeing the rest of their fleet. Interesting. Okay, let's delete you. What are we doing now? We have a venture up here. We have you up here. We want you to engage over here, and we're going to have you engage with me like over here. Have you follow this like I probably tried to tell it to do before. And Mr. Hyper Aggression is going to go after this as well. So we're going to get the big guns coming at us, but now that we have our nice line in the red starlight, we should be okay. Like, this is a bunch of tiny frigates. There's Odyssey with the pulse laser. You can see that it's having some flux issues. Or not the pulse laser, with the plasma cannons. Oh boy. Oh boy. You decided to go ham. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Let's have you pursue this. Let's have you pursue this. You're now going to go over here. And we'll see if we can flank the rest of this garbage. Seems fine. Because we got big-ass missile boats that are going to do a lot of work. And I have a ship in my line of fire. How awful. How awful. Ugh. Okay, I could have contributed there. It's literally I'm trying here. Okay, well, you get all the glory here. Look, I am literally useless. This is great. Okay. Auto pulse cannons. There we go. And attack lance apparently good for taking on lots of little things here. So 3 command points. I think we've mostly mopped up here. Got some very confused ships being very confused all of a sudden. I hate constantly being like, did we win? But that's just the vibe you get sometimes when your ships are doing so good that you have to try to squeeze in shots between all your other shielded ships. But yeah, this is pirate fleets in the mid to late game. It's not always a joke, but they bite off more than they can chew. Alright, do we pursue them? We do. We send you and you and you. Cool. No ship recovery today. So picking through the wreckage, we got a few more supplies. That's nice. And we have a mud skipper civilian transport that gives us literally nothing. So nice. And we're getting even more money from Tri-Tech, and we're getting even more experience. And we got a flex distributor mod that we already have. I'm getting this is how we get story points. We take fights. So now I've got to see if I were a pirate. There's the remaining pirate armada. How cool is that? Okay, got sensor contact up here. Once again, I have kind of a dry throat, so I apologize. A quick drink. I breathed in so much pollen today. Okay, if we can go dark over here. And that has got to be a station, right? Yeah. So they'll never see us coming, right? Unless they do. Look, we only lost 1,000 here, so they're coming for us, or they're going to run away. We just want these guys to all run away at this point, right? Yeah, let's shoo them out of here. Really? Okay, just get out of here. Like, if I consider my military options, I can launch a raid against them. Even though there are a few allies here. That's fine. So, that's okay. Dockside bar, what kind of trouble can I get into? 82,200 Marines. Bring a spaceport offline. 18 light years away. Nah. That's good money, but what can I do here? Like, one of the nice things about a lot of these little pop-up stations, even though they have like practically no defenses, is that we can sell to them kind of with impunity. Well, obviously we want to do it on the black market. Because it's the pirates, who cares? I'm not going to give them the high-tech blueprint. I'll give them the ludic path here again. We'll save those for a rainy day. We can unload these. We have a lot of weapons we can unload as well. We're not going to give them Gauss cannons. We're not going to give them a dagger. But this is fine. Can get some fuel, get some supplies, get some Marines. Pick up a few drugs, I guess. I just did that. Okay. Yeah, nothing else really has like a great turnaround. These other guns, these other weapons, pretty good. But yeah, that's even more money on the open market. This is how we turn piracy into profit. Like, yeah, I will happily buy that many Marines. You bet. My crew number's all right. Military options. Launch a raid. And this raid is going to be very pointed and straightforward. Like, if I go for ship equipment, I'll take light losses and not necessarily get a lot. If I go for drugs, I'll get some, but not a lot. But if I get supplies, I will be able to, like, do minimal stuff and get a ton of supplies. So that's what we're going to do. Launch a raid. We lost 25 Marines. And think of that. A lot of those Marines were ones we bought. That's a crap ton of supplies. Thank you very much. All right. So that will fuel our ability to do things here. Colony info, stability 5. Don't feel too bad. You're about to get blown out of the sky anyway. So military options. Engage the orbital station. And we have, except for you who stupidly bumped into an asteroid, but we're going to send you anyway. I don't need to send it. You know what? I'm not going to send you because we don't need to send everybody. Which means I'm probably not going to send you as well because we don't need to send everybody. This is already overkill as is. If for some reason things get squirrely, then I guess we'll call Squirrel Girl, but otherwise this should be a formality. All right. Let's have both apogees back this up. All right, here we go. That was a weird sound. Game doing weird things. So this was not exactly the video I expected it to be. It's very, very, very combat heavy. But this is an important step for the game here. Oh my god, you're seriously taking the brunt of all of that. But look at that Paladin point defense again, just doing work. So we have a bunch of tiny frigates coming in, and we have a big-ass space station. I don't foresee any problems here. That's like the tiniest support group I think I've ever seen in this game. So let's just send you all over here. You guys can be aggressive. And once again, you can get exactly in my shot. That's fine. Plasma cannons, just overall good stuff here. There we go. Oh, we're doing more flux damage to our buddy. There we go. That's one down. Reload our lasers a little bit. That's fine. It's nice that we can just do so much consistent damage here. I feel like this is a really loud bit of combat as well, but it's okay. Yeah, you're toast. And your little support squad here didn't really make the cut. Cool. So that's a win. Least climactic win of the whole shebang. Can we recover a space station? We cannot. Pick through the wreckage. Alright. So it's a little bit of supplies, a little bit of metals. See, this is great. This is why I like getting the advice that I got for doing raids here, because we got way more supplies than we otherwise would have. Alright, so pirate activity is over. The galaxies now is at peace, and we can hopefully get a little bit more salvage here. So we have a lot of repairs going on, but it's not going to be too bad. Pirate activity is now over, which means our colonies should be back to being happy. That's good. We have really good defenses here. Maybe if I go to a certain red planet, I can make my defenses even better. Oh, are you serious? Okay, the Ludic Path decided that... Oh, okay, they're apparently putting their tendrils out everywhere. So, wow, really? Syndria as well? And Kulnan and Chico Matsak. That's a terrible pronunciation. You are very ambitious. I don't think I have a bounty for that just yet, but maybe if I fly through the core worlds, I can get a bounty to take out something I want to take out anyway. So, Jing. We have money for upgrades, but right now I've just really got to... Oh, total growth. You are about to pop up to population 5, which means we can put another industry on here, and I haven't really thought about what industry I want to put on there. I guess I could put commerce, but this is not really a great commerce center. I guess technically we should put mining because we have a few ores and no atmosphere, but I think I'm going to do tech mining just because we can get some potential blueprints there, and eventually that'll wear out, and then after tech mining we can do that. Meanwhile, so we're trying to put some of our money to use here. You're still growing, and your credits per month is not like the worst or the best, but our money situation is certainly better here. We could go ahead and put a patrol HQ. That's gonna dump into our funds just a little bit, but I agree with the comments section. Having any more defenses is great, even if the fleets here are not super huge. But it'll get better. This will also improve stability, which just kind of improves everything, especially the orbital works. Can I actually see the market data here? Apparently not. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Remember when I said I was going to go to Strybog? Maybe we could actually do... we have 25 days. I don't know if that's worth it. We're going here next for sure, because I've got to progress the plot just a little bit here, and we have a lot of reasons to go back to the Galadia Academy. Why not one more? So this is Asher with even more. I almost said Starbound. That's a game I used to play. Starsector. And we have our fleet doing a lot of work. We have a lot of supplies. If we have some potential for even more exploration on the way, then that's exactly what we're going to do. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it. Hopefully I don't go broke here while exploring. I shouldn't, but yeah, stranger things have happened. We'll do this again soon. See you next time.